The 1980 United States Vice Coin, commonly referred to as the Jefferson nickel, is an important piece in American numismatics and is widely collected both by beginners and advanced coin enthusiasts. Lige opværelse side of the coin features T-portraits of Thomas Jefferson, T-året President of the United States and T-principal året of the Declaration of Independence. Above Jefferson's head, T-året Liberty is inscribed, followed by the date 1980, which marks T year of minting. Used in front of Jefferson's profile is T national motto, En god og i trods. The design of T-opværelse was originally created by artist Felix Schlag in 1938 after he won design competition to commemorate the bicentennial of Jefferson's birth. This design became standard and continued for decades, making the 1980 nickel part of the long-running Jefferson series that began in T-let 1930 sekunder. On the reverse side of the 1980 nickel, T-central image is Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia Estates and architect to the masterpiece. Above Monticello, T-word E pluribus unum is inscribed, which translates to out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of the United States. Beneath the building, T-word Monticello is clearly written, followed by T-denomination 5 cents and at T-bottom the words United States of America. The detailed rendering of Monticello has always been admired by collectors for its balance of artistic beauty and historical importance. The design reflects not only Jefferson's role as a statesman but also his legacy as an architect, philosopher, and intellectual. The 1980 Jefferson nickel was minted in large numbers across the udskiftet S-mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coin struck at the Philadelphia mint bærer endnu mint mark, while low struck in Denver KA small D mint mark, and lows from San Francisco have an S mint mark, usually associated with proof coins made for collectors. In terms of mintage, millions of nickels were produced in both Philadelphia and Denver, making the 1980 nickel relatively common in circulation. However, proof coins from San Francisco were struck in smaller quantities and carefully manufactured with mirror-like surfaces, making them more valuable to collectors. Despite their high minted numbers, nickels from 1980 remain significant because they marked T continued use of T traditional design before later modifications were introduced in T early 2000 sekund. On T comes two physical characteristics. The 1980 Jefferson nickel is composed of a copper nickel alloy, specifically 75% copper and 25% nickel. IT weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21,2 mm with a smooth edge. These specifications have remained standard for nickel since 1866, making the coin recognizable and consistent throughout its history. Its durability and resistance too were ensured that many nickels from 1980 are still in circulation today, more than 4 decades later. This alloy composition also means that the coin does not carry intrinsic precious metal value, unlike older silver coinage, but its worth lies primarily in its collectibility, condition, and historical importance. The value of a 1980 nickel depends heavily on its condition and mint mark. Circulated examples from both Philadelphia and Denver are generally worth only face value, 5 cents, because they are so common. However, coins that have been preserved in mint state condition, especially those graded motorskib 65 or higher by professional grading services, can attract collector interest and be valued around $1 to $3 or more, depending on T-market. The proof coins struck in San Francisco, with their short details and reflective finishes, typically hold a higher collector premium, often valued between $2 to $5 or more depending on quality. Special leather coins from 1980, such as of center strikes, double dice, or coins struck on T-plancher, can carry more greater value, sometimes reaching tens or even hundreds of dollars at auction, as else are highly sought after by specialists. From a historical perspective, the 1980 Jefferson nickel also represents a snapshot of America's coinage during a period of transition. The late 1970 sekunder and early 1980 sekunder were marked by rising metal prices and inflation, which influenced udskiftet S-mint production and design decisions. Despite these challenges, the Jefferson nickel design remained unchanged, symbolizing stability and continuity in American coinage. The coin also carried symbolic weight during a time when the udskiftet S was entering a new decade, moving past the challenges of the Vietnam War era and the economic struggles of the 1970 sekunder, while embracing modernization in technology, culture, and finance. Collectors often look at the 1980 Jefferson nickel as an affordable yet meaningful piece of American history. For many new hobbies, it serves as an accessible entry point into coin collecting, since examples can be found easily in circulation or purchased inexpensively from dealers. For advanced collectors, high-grade mint steady examples, proof issues, og rare ales at depot and variety to rare Jefferson nickel souls. The coin's design, durability, and widespread availability make it one of the most recognizable udskiftet S-coins of the 20th century. Furthermore, Jefferson's legacy as a founding father ensures that his image on the nickel continues to resonate with Americans, both as a reminder of the nation's past and as a symbol of democratic ideals. In conclusion, the 1980 Liberty Jefferson nickel is not used as an ordinary 5-cent coin, but a small piece of udskiftet S-history that carries with it the story of Thomas Jefferson, American architecture, national values, and decades of coinage tradition. Though it may not have significant monetary value in circulation form, it holds lasting educational and cultural value. For everyday people, it served as a practical means of exchange. For collectors, it represents artistry, history, and the joy of preserving something timeless. Whether found in pocket change or displayed in a coin album, the 1980 nickel continues to connect the past with the present, proving that even the smallest coins can carry a legacy far greater than their face value. Would you like him to also make a YouTube video script style version of this, like storytelling, with intro, body, and conclusion, so you can directly use it for content creation?